Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Gerald Kemp Field here at Medina Valley High School, where the Panthers are getting ready to take on the Southside Cardinals. Medina Valley coming off a couple of wins. Now they had lost 2 in a row, and now they bounced back and won 2 in a row. They're now 3-2 in district, in third place, behind Eagle Pass Win and Southwest, who are both 4-1. And the Panthers will travel to Eagle Pass to take on the Eagles down there on Friday night. And Southside is 2-3 in district play, as they will be they're in 4th place in district, so a game behind Medina Valley, looking to get back even and looking to move up in the district standings. The Panthers need to stay where they're at, Dwayne, as they'll have a chance against Eagle Pass on Friday night to move up if they can get a win here against Southside.
Yeah, absolutely, Jared. Right now, Panthers stand overall a 14-5 record. They sit at 3-2 in district play. Win, however, is overall at 4-1. They're in first place. They're tied to Southwest at 4-1 also. So two-way tie for first place, followed by Medina Valley, who is 3-2, as I said earlier, and they're followed by Southside, who is at 2-3 also. So those are the top 4 spots right now as we go with, I guess we're halfway through the first round of district play.
Just about. Yeah, I think the Eagle Pass game will put us halfway there, I believe.
That's right. Eagle Pass is the end of the first round, so that's Friday, and that's followed by next Tuesday against Southside, who the Panthers lost to, I believe, also in the first round.
Yes.
And then that's followed by Thursday, and that's what we talked about earlier, Jerry. We noticed it's a Thursday game next week because of Good Friday. So on April 6th, they'll be taking on Southwest on a Thursday.
Yep, and these teams getting ready to square off here tonight. Should be a good matchup. It's chilly, a little breezy, not as windy as it was earlier today, but still blowing straight out to left field. So anything you get in the air out there could help, and you could see the wind really affect fly balls as we've seen in the past here at this stadium.
And I just checked the weather, Jared. It's in the upper 60s right now with that wind blowing. It feels a little bit cooler than that, so I just put my hoodie on. Hopefully we'll stay nice and warm for the rest of this game. And the wind is supposed to die down a little bit. So, I mean, it's blowing right now as we look into the center field as the flag is being at half staff there for the shootings up north. But it's still blowing from right field to left field. I would guess about at flag height about 15 to 20 miles an hour right now.
Yeah, for sure.
It's supposed to die down a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't affect too much. If it does, hopefully in favor of the Panthers tonight, because I know it made a difference last game.
Yeah, and we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and then we'll come back and we will give you the starting lineups. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we will continue in just a moment.
Save thousands at the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet in Castroville. Get a new Silverado posted at $37,999 or lease a Texas edition for $450 a month with 0 down. All new Equinoxes are $4,000 off, and new Malibus are $5,000 off. Plus, get 4.99% financing for 72 months. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
There's power in the simplest of actions. Like one neighbor helping another. Where everybody looks out for everybody else. Community is everything to your electric cooperative. And we're grateful for your trust to provide the energy you need, giving you the power to power on.
Medina Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy cooperative, your source for power and information.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Welcome back here to Panther Stadium. Medina Valley getting set to take on Southside, and we will go over the starting lineups, and we'll start with the visiting Southside Cardinals, and they'll lead it off with their second baseman, Eddie Villazana. The center fielder, Jake Montoya, will bat second. The 3 hitters, the pitcher, Jacob Garcia. The cleanup hitter, Aiden Garcia, will play third. 5 hitters, the catcher, Paul Jaramillo. A.J. Abrego will play first base and bat sixth. The 7 hitters, the right fielder, Leo Sanchez. Gabriel Benavides will bat 8th and play shortstop, and the left fielder Trey Gonzalez will bat 9th. So again for the Cardinals, their top three, Villazana second, Montoya center, Jacob Garcia pitching. Middle three, Aiden Garcia at third, Jaramillo catching, Abrego at first, and the bottom three, Sanchez in right, Benavides at short, with Trey Gonzalez in left field. For the home Medina Valley Panthers and Coach Herb, he filled it out like this. They'll lead it off with the catcher, Whit Joyce. The DH, J.J. Gonzalez, will bat second. The three hitters, the shortstop, Aaron Tondry. Manny Ramirez will play third and bat cleanup. The five hitter is Tanner Garce playing second base. The right fielder, Jordan Krieger, will bat sixth. Seven hitter is Wesley Stevens. He's on the hill tonight. The first baseman, Connor Diller, will bat eighth. And the center fielder, Gavin Rips, batting ninth, with Gavin Kanak in left field being DH4. So again for the Panthers, their top three, Joyce catching, Gonzalez DH, Tondry short. Middle three, Ramirez third, Garce second, Krieger right. And the bottom three has Stevens pitching, Dillard at first, and Rips in center with Kanak playing left field. Those are the lineups. We're ready to get going here as they give out the starting lineups here at the stadium. And Dwayne, the Panthers coming off 2 wins in a row. Coach Herb messed this lineup up a little bit, switched it up, changed it around. He got his offense going. They put up 11 runs last Tuesday. They put up 11 or 12 more against Legacy and run ruled them on Friday night. Hopefully they can keep it going here this evening.
Yeah, absolutely. They started out on a whim earlier this season. They won, I think, 12 out of 15 games. Yeah. They were doing quite well. Then they hit a brick wall and lost a couple of district games in a row where the bats just went dead. But since then, the bats have come alive, and especially the last game that we called, Jared, they really did a good job scoring up the ball and scoring a bunch of runs.
Yeah, and we'll have Stevens on the hill tonight. I've yet to see him pitch for the Panthers. We'll see how he does this evening. We'll see how that Panther defense does. That's kind of been a little bit of an Achilles for them, is making some mistakes in the field, some errors. We'll see if they can shore that up tonight.
Yep, and they made a few last game too, but the bats helped them out a lot in order to get the win. So they've been doing good. Hoping the bats stay live and they can limit the errors.
Yeah, and we're going to go ahead and take a break for the national anthem, and we will be back with all the play-by-play. You're listening to Panther Baseball, brought to you by North Park Chevrolet, and we will continue in a moment.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations. Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Texas, 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. And you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Like you, we love calling this home. Castroville State Bank has been serving the Medina Valley area for over 63 years by providing the best financial products, modern technology, and customer service. Not only are we the local bank you can rely on for all your financial needs, but we are also your neighbors, giving back to the community we grew up in and love. Come home to Castroville State Bank.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
Welcome back here to Panther Stadium as Wesley Stevens warms it up to his battery mate, Whit Joyce. Right side of the Panther infield, Connor Dillard and Tanner Garst. On the left side, Aaron Tondry and Manny Ramirez. Into the Panther outfield, Gavin Rips is in center. He'll be flanked in right by Jordan Krieger and in left by Gavin Kanak. For Southside, their top three leading off the ball game. Oh, these pages don't stick together. It'll be Eddie Villazana, Jake Montoya, and Jacob Garcia leading things off for the Cardinals. As Stevens, a right-handed pitcher, warming it up for Medina Valley. I think is he a junior? Dwayne, he might be a sophomore. I've heard
he's a junior. I believe.
I've heard that the freshman class right now is very good. I know they're a team that in Little League were together from the start, that have played together, been to the Pony World Series together, all of them. So some bright things for the Panthers in the future, hopefully.
They are, and they've got a pretty good team. They're doing very well this season, and they've got a lot of talent on that freshman group right now. So Stevens is a junior.
Okay.
Connor Diller's going to have it easy to do over at first base, Jared. Typically, he has to deal with the sun at this time of the year. And since it's overcast, there's no sun. It's a little on the cool side, but there's absolutely no sun.
Yep.
No excuse for that part of it tonight.
So a left-hand batter to stand in to face Wesley Stevens to start the ball game. Villazana, the second baseman, left-hander. He stands straight away. And Stevens kicking some dirt away from the rubber. And he's ready from the windup. Works from the first base side of the mound. First pitch is low in the dirt for a ball, and it's 1-0 to start the ball game. Left-hander sets back up. Stevens' 1-0 pitch is up and outside a ball, and it's 2-0.
A little pop on that, Jared. He's got a little bit more velocity than some of the other pitchers on this team. And whereas as he was doing his warm-ups, a breaking ball was actually pretty good also.
Ready for the 2-0. He's into the motion. Pitch on the way. Is down low, and he's falling behind 3-0 to the leadoff hitter of the ball game.
He needs to serve one up here. I doubt they're swinging at this one here.
No, you need to get a strike through there. He squares around the bunt. You know he's going to pull back, and he does. Takes a strike, and it's 3-1. Sometimes that's all it takes. You need to see that ball cross the plate. (3-1) on the way. Inside, and he walked him. So a leadoff walk to Villazana, and he's at first with nobody out. It'll bring up Jake Montoya. Montoya will stand in. Runner at first, nobody out, a right-hand batter.
Jared, we have to apologize again. No video tonight. Hopefully have that fixed by next week. But we'll do the best we can here.
Yes, and the game on Friday night down in Eagle Pass will not be broadcast. No. Stevens set, kicks, bunts it up the third base line. Ramirez will field it. His only plays at first. Throws to Dillard for the out. So 5-3 on the put out. The sacrifice is good. It moves Villazana over to second base, and he's there with one away.
Yeah, and that was a tough play there. It was a one-high hopper. He had to hurry because that ball got some air underneath it after it hit the ground and went straight up. So Ramirez had to force that throw, and that throw was actually on the outside of the base instead of the inside. So the timing was where the runner just got past that ball before he caught it for the out. So
a runner in scoring position with one away. It'll bring up Jacob Garcia. He's pitching tonight for Southside, so a chance to help his own cause, and he takes a strike on the outside corner.
To help you guys visualize out there this evening, Panthers are wearing all white, and Southside's wearing all black.
Medina Valley trying to extend their winning streak to 3 games. There's a breaking ball that misses outside, and it's 1 ball and a strike. That really was a good bunt by Montoya that he laid down up the third base line. It was a low pitch. He used his knees to go down and get it. Not something you see a lot of young men do anymore, as that pitch was fouled back into the screen, and he's down in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1-2 here. As Garcia waits, right-hander, stands straight away. Stevens stares into Joyce for his sign. He's set. Kicks and delivers, and he swings and chops 1 foul up the third base line, and we'll do it again at a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, Villazana is getting a huge lead, at least a secondary lead over at second base. So any ground ball, he's going to, other than third base, he's going to be safely at third. He's got a huge lead.
One ball, 2 strikes still on Garcia. Aiden Garcia waiting on deck for the Cardinals. Stevens ready, kicks and delivers. Just missed outside. The pitch was away, and it's 2-2. It's a 2-seamer that he tried to get over that back door, but just stayed away. Ready for the 2-2 as Stevens set again, checks on the runner at second. Pitch on the way, swings and bounces 1 up the third base line, foul. And again, we'll do it at 2-2, and a good bat here by Garcia. You know, those pitches that he's fouling off have been breaking balls or curves, and he's rolling over him. He's pulling his shoulder out, but he's dragging him foul. If he could get him to roll over it to third base, he'd have an easy out there.
Yeah, it seems to be a tough out right here, is he's knowing what to do with the balls and fouling off the ones that aren't strikes, like you said, Jared. He's got some long flowing locks.
Yes, he does. So he's number 9, and his hair hangs down to the middle of the number in his back. Not something you see in a lot of high school kids these days.
No.
But, I mean,
I don't know that I've seen that in baseball.
I know when I was in school, if you had hair that long, it was getting cut because you weren't allowed to have it.
No.
You were probably getting sent home. 2-2, and he throws back to second. I think he actually hit I think it got his glove. I think it got Garth's glove and fell down, but it looked like it hit the runner in the shoulder.
Well, and they needed to do something like that. Like I said earlier, he had a huge lead over at second base. Try to hold him a little bit tighter.
Waiting on a 2-2. Pitch on the way. Swings and pops it up. Shallow on the infield. The shortstop Tondre under it. Makes the catch coming into the infield grass, and there's 2 down.
Pop up short. Brings up number 7, Aiden Garcia.
It'll bring up Aiden Garcia. He'll have a runner at second with 1 away. Stevens comes set from the stretch. First pitch to Garcia is a strike called over the outside corner. Looked a little outside, Dwayne, but he got the call on the slider.
It broke over the plate, but it did finish up outside the plate there.
0-1. Stevens delivers another curveball that's hit it hits the ground. It's short. So Tondre played that. It was a line drive. It was hit off the end of the bat. It was knuckling. Tondre came in and played it on a short hop.
Yeah, it was a little short hop.
And that was one of those plays that is easy for the ball to get away from you. He made the play and threw him out at first. So 6-3 for the putout, and the side's been retired. They get a leadoff walk, and they leave him at second base. We'll go to the bottom of the first. No score here at Panther Stadium. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we will continue in just a moment.
Call State Farm agent Hazel Russell in Castroville at 830-931-3441.
The Medina Valley Sports Boosters are proud to support the Medina Valley Panthers. The Boosters are always looking for volunteers and new members. The MVP Boosters raise funds to support the MVISD sports and scholarship programs. Get your Panther swag at the football store located next to the concession stand. We have several items on sale. Join, volunteer, or purchase your Panther swag today at mvpboosters.com.
Welcome back here to Gerald Kemp Field as Jacob Garcia is warming it up for Southside to his battery mate Paul Jaramillo. Right side of the Southside infield, AJ Abrego and Eddie Villazana. Left side has Gabriel Benavides and Aiden Garcia. Into the outfield in center, Jake Montoya. He's flanked in right by Leo Sanchez and in left by Trey Gonzalez. And Garcia, a right-hand pitcher. He's the one we were talking about with the long hair earlier, Dwayne. He actually puts it up into like a little ponytail when he pitches.
I didn't realize that just till now.
Yeah,
he
so
was
that
the
it
batter. His
down.
hair was flowing down, and now when he gets to the mound, he puts it in a ponytail.
Otherwise, it'll fly in his face.
Yes.
And so Whit Joyce is going to lead things off here. It'll be Joyce, Gonzalez, and then Tondre due up for the Panthers. And Whit, since moving into that leadoff spot, has done a very good job.
He has done a good job.
And the other night, Tuesday night, that game that Medina Valley played here, they had the leadoff runner aboard in every inning.
That's right.
First pitch from Garcia is down low, a ball. 1-0 to start the inning. And that pitch misses down. 2 balls, no strikes to Whit Joyce to start. Garcia doesn't look like he's got much velocity, Dwayne.
No.
One of the bad things about that is we've seen Medina Valley struggle with that in the past. That pitch is down 3-0. They struggled with pitchers that it looks like they should just hammer.
Well, he definitely doesn't want to leave anything across the middle of the plate with Mr. Joyce here.
No, he'll swing away on 3-0. Leadoff batter or not. And he didn't get a neighborhood call there, and he walked him on 4 straight pitches.
Next up for the Panthers, number 3, JJ Gonzalez.
So Whit aboard, and it'll bring up Gonzalez. Courtesy runner coming for Medina Valley, number 13.
You have to give me a minute there because I put that away.
I have it here. Jackson Lowell. Gonzalez will stand in. We'll see if he's going to be bunting, playing for small ball here to get a run home, or they want to try to swipe a bag with Lowell. First pitch takes low a ball. He squared the bunt and pulled back.
It's 5 straight balls, huh?
Yeah. If I was Medina Valley, I wouldn't do anything until he throws a strike. He's thrown 5 straight balls to start the ball game. And he hit him in the shoulder with a breaking ball that backed up on him, and there's 2 aboard.
6 straight balls.
Number 4, Aaron.
That's what I mean, Dwayne. He's wild as this March wind.
Again, like you said a while ago, I wouldn't do anything until he threw a strike across the plate.
Yeah, make him throw a strike. Just stand there and wait till he throws one.
I'd score around and fake bunt.
Not with Tondre. So runners at first and second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first, and you got your 3-hitter up. Tondre waiting. Garcia checks on the runner. Pitch on the way, and that misses low. A ball, 1-0.
He's struggling right now.
Yes. And he finally drops a breaking ball in there for a strike after throwing 7 straight balls.
That was actually a good pitch.
That stayed up. Tried the same pitch, though.
I think he knew Tondre was sitting back on a fastball, so he came with a breaking ball and got it called strike, pitched before.
2 balls and a strike to Tondre. Here it comes. That's in the dirt. Good job by Jaramillo to smother it. It's 3-1. That's 10 pitches, and he's thrown 1 strike.
And it was a breaking pitch.
Yeah. Manny Ramirez waiting on deck. He'd like to come up with the bases loaded. 3-1. Oh, he took a strike right through there with a fastball. And the count's full, 3-2. Payoff on the way, and he swings and fouls one up the first base line, and we'll do it again at 3-2.
Yeah, and I think he swung at ball 4, too. But you got to protect the plate. Not a bad move by Tondre. He doesn't want to walk another person, so he's probably going to come back with a fastball here.
Waiting on the payoff. Here comes the 3-2. Down low, and he walked him, so the bases are loaded. 2 walks and a hit batsman.
Manny Ramirez.
And it'll bring up Manny Ramirez. The right-hander will dig in. Bases loaded, nobody out. First pitch on the way, and he takes down and out a ball, 1-0. And Garcia is wide. And here's the bad thing. The coach hasn't even come out of the dugout.
Well, no, not even the catcher has gone out and talked to him.
We know, and you've let him. You've had it. He's thrown 14 pitches now. 3 have been strikes. And there's a swing and a high pop-up in foul territory. First baseman giving chase over by it.
He caught it.
And he makes the catch over by the fence. Good job by Abrego to make the catch. And
absolutely.
away.
He was up against the fence when he caught that ball. I didn't think he had a chance, but it stayed in the field to play.
Well, now here's the thing, Dwayne, is he's done all this. Now there's 1 out. You got to get something out of this.
By the way, that was a breaking pitch he threw for a strike there.
This is Garst. Right-hander waits a breaking ball for a strike.
Yeah, he's going to – I mean, that's what's working.
That's
he's had
bread
1
and
pitch
butter.
that was a fastball that was a strike.
I mean, you got to throw what's working for you. There's a fastball he blew by him. Now it's 0-2. So Garst waiting on the 0-2. Here it comes. Curveball swung on. Tap foul up the third base line, and we'll do it again at 0-2. That's the thing. It's good. You've made him throw a lot of pitches here in the first inning, but you have to get something to show out of it.
Well, you got bases loaded. You've got to get some runs in here.
0-2. Swing and a miss. He blew him away with a fastball in the outside corner, and there's 2 down.
Well, now they're giving them momentum. You know, you get bases loaded, walk, a hit by pitch, and a walk.
And then
they
a
get 2
pop
quick,
out.
and then a strikeout. Now they've got momentum on their side. At least the pitcher does.
This is Jordan Krieger. You need a clutch job here. That's down low, ball 1. You had the bases loaded with nobody out. They're still in the same spot with 2 away. That misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes. From the stretch, stares in, comes set. 2-0 on the way. Curveball, line back up the middle, and it's going to get the second baseman makes the play, and he throws it away. It's dropped by the shortstop. We'll see how they score that. A run does score. It's 1-0 Medina Valley.
A good piece of hitting there by Jaden Krieger. The second baseman made a hell of a play on it. I thought it was going to be up the middle for a base hit.
And he managed to get it, and he tossed it to second. They do give him a hit on that.
Yeah, he didn't have a choice to throw it to second base. There's no way they were going to get Krieger at first because the momentum was taking him towards the base and towards shortstop.
So an RBI infield single. And there's a strike called to Wesley Stevens on the outside corner, 0-1. So you get 1 run out of it. You'd like to get some more. Stevens swings and bounces one to second. Second baseman has it, flips to the bag at second for the fielder's choice. It goes 4-6 on the force.
Medina Valley Panthers 1, Southwest Cardinals 0.
But the Panthers leave them loaded. They get 1 run on 1 hit, 2 walks and a hit batsman in there, but they leave the bases loaded. And we will go to the second inning, 1-0 Medina Valley. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
Call State Farm agent Hazel Russell in Castroville at 830-931-3441.
Security State Bank, your financial partner since 1925 with one simple goal, to be the best bank possible to the families and businesses of South Texas. Check out Security State Bank's competitive rates and services from local people you know and trust. Serving South Texas with 7 convenient locations, including 1726 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call 830-538-9898 or online at securitystbk.com. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Welcome back here to Gerald Kemp Field here at Medina Valley. 1-0 the Panthers lead as we go to the top of the second inning. Medina Valley had the bases loaded with nobody out in that inning. Only managed to get 1 run out of it, Dwayne. Let's see if Stevens can keep navigating through this Southside lineup.
Yeah, they went through 7 batters, Jared, and only got 1 run across. So let's see if Stevens can come back with a quick end and to get the Panthers back in the offense part of the game again.
It's going to be the 5, 6, 7 hitters due up. Paul Jaramillo, A.J. Abrego, and Leo Sanchez due up here in the top of the second. And Stevens warming it up here for the Panthers. He threw 15 pitches in that first inning, so right on the bar there. The girls playing, they're at Southside tonight, right?
They're at Southside. Big game for the girls. They lost to Southside in the first round. Actually, I believe they were run ruled by Southside in the first round, but they've been playing some really good softball as of late, so hopefully they can have a better game tonight.
Leading off for the Cardinals, number 18, A.J. Abrego.
Abrego will stand. This is Paul Jaramillo, not Abrego.
That's correct. It's Jaramillo.
Abrego standing on deck over there. He was looking up at the press box. But this is Jaramillo batting, the 5-hitter. First pitch from Stevens is a breaking ball, sweeping curve that misses outside, 1-0.
Number 15, Paul Jaramillo.
He corrected the name, but still butchered it.
I'm not saying nothing. I've butchered many in my past.
Down and out of ball, 2-0. Oh, I have 2. It's nice when you do college games, like when I did the UTSA games. They give you a nice pronunciation sheet.
Oh,
for
do they
everything.
really?
Yeah, they do, for all the names.
I was wondering how that worked.
The 2-0 is swung on and lined into right field for a base hit. Jaramillo, they're going to throw to first, and he's late with the throw. Tried to throw him out from right field. Not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea. When Jaden Krieger out in right field takes the short grounder and throws over to first base, but just a little bit late.
Good job of batting there by Jaramillo. He took an outside pitch, just went with it, and hit it in the gap. Runner aboard with nobody out. It'll bring up A.J. Abrego. Abrego made that good play at first base, running over in foul territory by the chain link fence there by the dugout earlier. Got the first out of the inning and kind of turned that inning around for the Cardinals. Throw over to first. Almost got him.
Just got underneath the tag.
Jaramillo's having a tough time on the bases. You know, he kind of lagged himself out of the batter's box thinking he had a single. Had to hustle because they tried to throw him out, and I almost got picked off at first.
Steven with a good pickoff move.
Pitch on the way when he hit Abrego.
Hurt.
I think he got him in the elbow.
Yeah, he did. And you know that didn't feel good.
Yeah, that was a fastball that rode up and in.
And he is smarting. He's dragging that left arm on, walking his way down to first base. And we have to give him a couple of minutes there.
Yeah.
You know that hurt.
That
you could hear it.
That was not intentional. You could see that was meant to just be on the inside corner. It kind of got away from it and backed up.
It sounded like it hit a brick wall.
Oh, yeah, it hit him right on the elbow.
Caught all bone.
Yeah.
And I think Coach Herb's going to go out and talk to his pitcher just to give Abrego just a few more minutes over there. He is just rubbing that elbow. You know that didn't feel good. But he seems to be shaking it off.
That was on his non-throwing hand. He's a right-hander. But that, nonetheless, that doesn't feel good.
Yeah, that's definitely going to leave a mark.
You wonder, too, if where it hit him, you know it hurt, but you wonder if it maybe hit his funny bone, too, a little bit.
Well, he wasn't laughing.
Well, no, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
So this will be Leo Sanchez stepping in. Runners at first and second, now with nobody out. A single and a hit batsman.
Well, hit by pitches, aren't they sponsored?
Oh, by State Farm.
By State Farm. We've had 2 of them so far.
Yep. And there's a bunt in the air. Third baseman Ramirez not going to be able to get there in foul territory, but it's strike 1.
Hazel Russell, State Farm agent. Hazel offers protection that works as hard as you. Call Hazel and recruit today at 830-931-3441. State Farm sponsoring a hit by pitches.
No balls and a strike here on Sanchez. Pitch on the way, bunts through it, throw down to third, and Ramirez can't make the play. I cannot believe he didn't run home. That ball kind of ended up between left field and third base. They both gave chase. If he'd have got up and went, he'd have scored easily.
Well, I'm looking at the third base coach. Didn't even give him any sense to go.
But Ramirez has to come up with that ball.
Yeah, he does.
The throw was not a good one. It was on the foul side of third base. Ramirez tried to backhand it, didn't come up with it, but he's got to stop that ball, regardless of whether you make the play or not. But it's a double steal. There's a swing and a chopper up the third base line. It's still 0-2.
Now runners at second and third and nobody out.
We said they get the double steal out of it. I think they were counting on Sanchez to get the bunt down, but that's a risky play trying to steal with nobody out. Swipe third. That pitch misses outside, 1-2. Because the thing is you have a runner in scoring position. If you get thrown out, you still have a runner at second, but now with one out. Just doesn't make sense to try that. But it worked out for him. 1-2 on the way, outside, 2-2. Stevens could really use a strikeout here.
Ooh.
Oh, and he hit him. That runs inside, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. Back-to-back hit batsman.
Hits batsman, brings up number 11.
That'll bring up Gabriel Benavides. And here's the thing now. You've got your 8-9 hitters up to the plate here.
You've got to get some outs right here.
You've got to get some outs.
You've got to get some outs right here. They had a spot to put him. Wasn't bad that he got hit by a pitch. Now we got forced out at any base.
Well, and I think the thing is, I think the play here, and they're doing it, your corner infielders are up near the grass.
Yes.
Your middle infielders are playing for a double play because I take 2 outs and give up the run.
Second inning, that's exactly what you need to be doing.
Pitch on the way, and there's a strike called over the outside corner.
Good comeback pitch.
And Abrego's stealing signs at second base. You could see him motioning where the pitch was going. Not that that's something you can't do.
No.
That is a normal part of baseball. That's down low a ball, 1-0. Or rather, 1-1. Something that everybody on a baseball diamond's been doing since the beginning of time is trying to get an edge. 1-1 on the way. Swings and chops one, pops it up, foul.
Oh, he caught it.
And Ramirez made the catch, stretched out all the way. He did everything except dive, and somehow came up with that in foul territory.
He snow-coned that ball in the end of the web of his glove, but an excellent play by Ramirez to get the much-needed out.
Yes, that is a huge first out of the inning. That'll bring up Trey Gonzalez. So now a double play can get you out of the inning. Bases loaded, one away. Gonzalez, right-hand batter, stands in against Stevens. Pitch on the way. They squared a bunt. Oh. Well, the bad thing was you had Gonzalez charging. Witt wanted to throw to third because the runner came halfway down the line, but there was nobody behind him.
Yeah.
If he'd have thrown it, that could have been a bad.
Well, he lost the handle on the ball, so it didn't matter anyway.
No, but it ends up being a strike, and it's 0-1.
So they got the number 8 batter. Let's see if they can get the number 9 batter.
No balls and a strike as Stevens comes set. Just missed outside with a breaking ball, and it's 1-1.
That must have been some sort of safety squeeze they attempted there.
There's a strike through there right at the knees. 1-2. That's a good fastball. If he could pitch there all night.
Yeah, that was right at the knees.
Ready for the 1-2. Now climb the ladder with him. 1-2 on the way. Tried the fastball again, but missed low. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ready for the 1-2 as Stevens stares in. Bases loaded, 1 away. Pitch on the way. Swings and fouls one over toward the Southside dugout. He was way late, but got a piece, and we'll do it again at 2-2.
And they have all the Southside Cardinals hanging over the dugout railing there, and that ball went straight at him. Could have hurt somebody there.
Ready for another 2-2. Here it comes. Started after it. Did he go? No. Says he didn't go, and it's 3 balls, 2 strikes. They do appeal down to second base. And
breaking ball just off the plate. Started in the middle of the plate, but broke off the plate, got called for a ball.
I think he's very fortunate he didn't get called for a swing because he went pretty far around, I think. It's hard to tell from behind, but that bat looked like it was pretty level. Payoff on the way. Here it comes. Called strike 3. Thought he had a walk. He froze him. Big backwards K. Nice time for the first strikeout of the ball game for Stevens. And now he's got a chance to get out of the inning here as they turn it over to the top of the order as Eddie Villazana comes to the plate. He walked his only time in. No official at bat in the ball game. And now they're going to get a courtesy runner for Jaramillo, who was the catcher.
That's number 4, Chris Flores, going over to the third base for the Cardinals to pinch run for the catcher.
Left-hand batter will dig in here. Bases loaded, 2 away. Stevens trying to get out of this. Stevens from the stretch still with the bases loaded. Pitch on the way is swung on and line foul down the third base line. Out of play, and it's 0-1.
And now your corners can play back and just work to get the out.
Waiting on the 0-1. Stevens comes set, kicks and brings it. He swings and bounces one back to Stevens. He'll run halfway to first, flips it to Dillard, and the side has been retired, so they load the bases. A single 2-hit batsman, and they leave him there. Big pitching by Stevens to get himself out of the trouble, and we will go to the bottom of the second. Still 1-0 Medina Valley. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we will continue in a moment.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates, and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
Like you, we love calling this home. Castroville State Bank has been serving the Medina Valley area for over 63 years by providing the best financial products, modern technology, and customer service. Not only are we the local bank you can rely on for all your financial needs, but we are also your neighbors, giving back to the community we grew up in and love. Come home to Castroville State Bank.
We're back here at Gerald Kemp Field as we go to the bottom of the second inning. 1-0 Medina Valley leading. And for the Panthers, it's going to be the 8-9-1 hitters. It'll be Connor Dillard, Gavin Rips, and then Whit Joyce coming to the plate. We'll see if Garcia settled into this game or if the Panthers can try to get to him again here in the second. Southside just left. The bases loaded. They filled them with nobody out, and Steven managed to work out of that with no runs allowed. And there's a strike through there. That is a sinking fastball that he throws, and it looks like a heavy fastball. So when you hit it, it feels like you're hitting a bowling ball. And there's a swing and a high pop-up into shallow right field. Right fielder coming in, second baseman out, and the right fielder makes that play almost on the infield, and it was almost a collision over there, but they get the out.
I think he literally pushed away the second baseman to catch that ball. That's how close they were.
Yeah. It's like a pop out to second, but the right fielder makes the play. There's one away. So what a pitch in and out here in the inning, and it'll bring up 2 pitches in and out. And Gavin Rips takes a curveball for a strike, 0-1. Rips one of those hitters who just finds ways on base. He's fast, he can be creative, he can bunt. And he takes a ball outside, 1-1.
Yeah, and if he gets on base, he can score runs because he's quick. He can get himself around the bases.
Yeah, he can steal bases, and that's part of the reason he plays center field. He can cover a lot of ground out there.
He can tag out from second. Speed helps you a lot.
1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch from Garcia is high, 2-1. Waiting on the 2-1. Garcia set. Here it comes. Down low, 3 balls and a strike now to Rips. Three balls and a strike. Nobody on, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch. And that comes inside, and he walked him.
Good at bat by Rips.
So that's the 3rd walk of the ball game issued by Garcia, and Rips aboard with 1 away.
And we're back to the top of the order here with Whit Joyce, so in
Joyce,
good shape here with the leadoff runner on.
Yeah, and Joyce walked his only time in, and that's part of the reason this lineup shakeup that Herb did. He used to have Rips batting second. That's part of the reason he moved him to the 9 spot, hitting in front of the likes of like Joyce and Gonzalez and Tondry.
We talked about this last game.
Pitch on the way, and Rips goes, and that's high pop-up on the infield. Abrego waits, makes the catch, but Rips gets back in safely.
Rips was 3/4 of the way to second base.
He was almost all the way to second.
Yeah, when he realized that it was a pop-up, so he put the brakes on and hightailed it back to first, got back, had to slide back into first in order to get back in time.
Yeah, and that was a hit and run that just didn't work out. They popped it up, and it'll bring up J.J. Gonzalez. Though still a runner at first with 2 away. And there's a strike called over the outside corner with a fastball. And you wonder if it was a hit and run, or if you wonder if Joyce maybe wasn't supposed to swing at that and let Rip steal second. But it's hard because you've got a player up there in Joyce who can hit the ball well. And runner goes, throw from his knees to second, and it goes into center field. Rips thought about going, but he thought better of it, but he swiped second, so now he's in scoring position with 2 away. So now a base hit can get you a run. That's high, Two balls and a strike.
Curveball that just stayed high. That's twice. The last two curveballs he's thrown have stayed high. Rips with a decent lead over at second base.
Two balls and a strike. Pitch on the way, and Gonzalez takes down and away, 3-1. So that's 35 pitches now. So Garcia over the bar for innings. You figure 15 an inning is what you want to see. There's a swing and a line drive at short, and it's over his head and into left field, and that's the speed of Rips because he swiped second. Now it's 2-0. Instead of him being at first and third with 2 outs, he scores a run. It's 2-0 Medina Valley.
Big hit by Gonzalez there to score the run. Panthers needed that in order to go up.
Yeah, a big 2-out RBI that time, and it'll bring up Aaron Tondry.
Southside coach is going to call timeout. He's going to walk out to the mound and have a discussion with his pitcher and his infielders.
So a 2-0 lead for the Panthers now here in the bottom of the second. Good piece of hitting that time by Gonzalez.
Yeah, if they can keep up scoring at least 1 run every inning, they should be in good shape.
Yep. Tondry's going to come to the plate here.
You know, I'm not sure what kind of speed Gonzalez has, but, I mean, it's a good opportunity to do the same thing, get a runner in scoring position if they can steal second base.
Yep.
Coach Herb talking to Tondry may be the same thing that I think he had a discussion with Joyce after that last of the bat is, you know, maybe take a pitch if I've got the steal signal on.
I saw him do that, and that's why I said I think maybe he was not supposed to swing at that, but it's hard to tell a good hitter like Witt don't swing the bat, you know. There's a strike through there, 0-1. Gonzalez was not going.
That was a borderline balk. I don't know that he came set there.
He did that time.
Yep.
There's a swing and a shot into left field, a base hit. With the play in front of him, Gonzalez stops at second. Now they're at first and second with 2 away. So back-to-back singles with 2 outs. And now Ramirez will come up. He's 0 for 1. Ramirez popped out to first his only time in. Popped out in foul territory. He's got a chance to.
Oh, umpire taking a break to get a drink of water.
Yeah.
That scorching heat is getting to him tonight.
I wonder if he got some dirt in his mouth.
He's cramping up.
Oh, yeah.
He sure is. He's trying to work out a cramp in the back of his leg there.
Somebody get him a banana. Or some pickle juice.
There you go.
Those are all good for that. The runners at first and second with 2 away. Ramirez takes a ball, 1-0. A 2-0 lead for the Panthers. Runners at first and second, 2 down, and that's low. 2 balls, no strikes to Ramirez.
Base hit would be huge right here.
Oh, and there was a curveball, and he dropped it in there for a strike, and that was one that probably should have been hit.
Yeah, he may get it again.
That's a mistake pitch right there. 2-1. Swing and a foul tip into the catcher's mitt. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that was a curveball, but he swung at it this time.
Well, yeah, and it actually broke away from him on the outer half. 2-2 on the way. Curveball, swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Strikeout ends the inning.
And that will end the inning. The Panthers do get 1 run on 2 hits, a walk, and they leave 2 on base.
So how many runners have they left on base so far?
Panthers have left 5 on base, and they've left 3 in scoring position through 2 innings. And so we'll go to the 3rd inning, 2-0 Medina Valley. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we will continue in a moment.
Texas, 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. And you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
leave a runner in scoring position.
Ready for the 1-2. Kicks and brings it up and out of there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So a runner at second with 2 away. An infield single, stolen base, and then a line out and a strikeout. And Jaramillo batting with a 2-2 count. Stevens' pitch is swung on and fouled up the third base line, and we'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
It's a good inside strike there. Got way out in front of it, lined it down the third base line, foul.
So Stevens will stare in. Gets a sign from Witt behind the plate. Now he's ready. Here's the pitch. Swings and taps one foul off the end of the bat up the first base line, and again we'll do it at 2-2.
Just got a piece of that ball off the end of the bat, took it the other way down the first base side.
Well, now Stevens getting up there and pitch counts. 55 pitches for him in this ball game. He's not even through the third. He's almost thrown 4 innings worth.
I think that wind picked up a little bit more.
Yeah, it seems like it.
There was showers earlier north and south of us, but nothing in the middle. But there is a dark cloud coming from left field.
Yep. Two on the way. Oh, where was that? That just missed. I don't know where that missed, but it just missed, and it's 3-2. So a payoff pitch upcoming. The runner at second, 2 down. Kicks and delivers, swings and taps one back over the pitcher's glove. Garce grabs, throws, not going to be in time. It's going to be an infield single. Runner will move to third. And there's runners on the corners with 2 down.
You know, probably wouldn't have been a single if Stevens wouldn't have got his glove, you know, to hit that ball, because I think one of the second baseman or shortstop, somebody up the middle would have fielded that ball and thrown it first. It just so happens that Stevens made a play on it and knocked it out of an opportunity to get the out over at first base.
Yeah, and Dwayne, we might have a little bit of rain coming.
Yeah, there's the rain sitting over Hondo right now, heading directly east.
It's all green, so we don't know how much it is,
Yeah.
but it is moving east, right down 90. So runners on the corners with 2 down, and this is Abrego, and he swings and fouls one up the first base line, and it's 0-1. Abrego was hit by a pitch his only time in.
Yeah, he's the one that caught it in the elbow earlier.
Yep.
Looks like he's all right. A big out right here for the Panthers if they can get this one.
Yes. Rating on the 0-1. Stevens stares in. He's ready. 0-1 on the way. Down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Missed with a breaking ball. Stevens, long time staring in. Pitch on the way, and he misses down low. 2-1. $60 pitches now in the inning, or in the ball game, not in the inning. If you threw 60 in an inning, something's wrong. Waiting on the 2-1. Pitch on the way. Down low, 3 balls and a strike.
I mean, you do have a base open, but it's not ideal.
No, runners on the corners. A 3-1 count to a dangerous hitter. Pitch on the way, swings and bounces it to second. Garst flips it to Tondry, covering the bag. Fielder's choice goes 4-6, and the side has been retired.
Big inning.
So they get no runs on 2 hits, and they leave runners on the corners. And so we will go To the bottom of the third, still 2-0 Medina Valley. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Tanner Guard.
Welcome back here to Gerald Kemp Field as we go to the bottom of the third inning. Medina Valley leading Southside 2-0. Panthers picked up a run in the first and the second inning. And we'll see if they can play some add-on here in the bottom of the third. And it will be Tanner Garst. Then Jaden Krieger and Wesley Stevens to step in. So 5, 6, 7 hitters. And there's a line drive single into center field by Garst. First pitch swinging right back up the middle. That's been the hardest hit ball of the night for Medina Valley. And they have the leadoff batter aboard.
Number 15, Jaden Krieger.
That'll bring up Jaden Krieger. Krieger had an RBI single his only time in. 1 for 1 in the ball game. Drove in the Panthers' first run. So Garst aboard. Runner at first with nobody out. Garcia's pitch. The runner goes. There's a swing and a line drive at Abrego. He'll step on the bag and double him off. So a 3 unassisted double play. And 2 pitches and 2 outs here in the inning.
Number 1, Wesley Stevens.
That's just bad luck right there for Medina Valley. As the runner was going, they tried to hit and run, and Krieger hits behind him, but he pops it up to first, and all Abrego's got to do is step on the bag for the double play. This will bring up Wesley Stevens, 0 for 1. Bounced to into fielder's choice his only time in. He takes a ball, 1-0.
Yeah, on the stolen base attempt, he was almost all the way down to second base.
Ready for the 1-0. Here it comes. Up and out of there. 2 balls, no strikes. That was a huge, huge out for Garcia. 2-0 on the way. Down low, 3 balls, no strikes.
Just a heads up, if it does start raining here in a little bit, Jared, we're going to have to pack up because we can't afford to get this equipment wet.
No. The computer and stuff, all the mixed board, it's outside. We're not in the press box, so we'd have to pack it all up. A little mist or something we can deal with, but hard rain, no, is a strike through there by Garcia. It's 3-1. Like I said, I was watching it earlier, and there's a walk to Stevens. So a 2-out walk. That's the 4th walk issued by Garcia in the ball game.
Number 22.
Good job by Stevens.
Yeah, and it'll bring up Connor Dillard, who popped out to second his only time in. He's 0 for 1. Stevens will be courtesy run for by number 6. That's Brady Prukop. And it looks like that rain, if we get some, it's going to skirt us. Most of it's going to stay north of where we're at, north of 90. But if we do, we're going to get the edge, and it's all green. So hopefully we don't get a whole lot of it here. Not something you'll hear me say much. Hope we don't get rain.
I'd rather not get wet.
Yeah. There's a swing and a high pop-up right side. The runner was going, but with 2 outs, it doesn't matter. And Abrego falls down but makes the catch. And the side's retired.
Yeah, that wind toyed with that one. That you can tell he thought he had it, but he ended up falling down trying to get to that ball.
And so the Panthers get no runs on 1 hit, a walk, and they leave 1 on base. You're still 2-0 Medina Valley. As we go to the top of the 4th, you're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
There's power in the simplest of actions. Like one neighbor helping another. Where everybody looks out for everybody else. Community is everything to your electric cooperative. And we're grateful for your trust to provide the energy you need, giving you the power to power on.
Medina Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Welcome back here to Gerald Kemp Field as we go to the 4th inning. Still 2-0 Medina Valley, and I think Dwayne's got another reader we need to do.
We do have another sponsor we need to read for you. Rusty Rooster Drive-Thru and Car Wash at 806 Highway 90 West in Castroville. Make a quick stop on your way home from work or drop by on the weekend to grab some beverages without ever leaving your truck. Rusty Rooster is the place for quenching your thirst from sun up to sundown. After all, anything goes to the Rooster Crows. And Maury Stein right now would be going, he did last time. Yeah. He let a good one go. Sounded pretty good, I might add. But appreciate all the sponsors. We'll have another one for you next inning also. We have another new sponsor coming up, and we'll leave that a mystery until the 5th inning for you guys.
And I was wondering earlier, I know before the game we were talking, that restaurant in Uvalde that was doing it. I was wondering, I was like, how did we get a Uvalde restaurant? But it's because of Coach
if I'm guessing correctly,
she's from Uvalde.
That's her family, if I'm guessing
correctly. Yes, I think so.
Because on the softball game last Friday, they made a trip to Eagle Pass. Well, they made a stop, and they fed them in Uvalde.
I
think that's where they fed them. By the way, my daughter said the food was excellent.
Yeah, no, and she came from Uvalde to Medina Valley.
Yes.
So she knows a lot of people there.
Yeah, so thanks again to Sunrise Restaurant for the sponsorship.
And so we go to the top of the 4th here. It's 2-0 Medina Valley leading Southside.
Leading off with the Cardinals in the top of the 4th inning. Number 8, Leo Sanchez.
It'll be Leo Sanchez.
Was hit by pitch last inning, yeah.
Yep, Sanchez, Benavides, and Gonzalez. So 7, 8, 9 hitters due up here. You need Stevens to really – he needs a quick inning. Something like what Garcia just had.
Yep.
There's a strike through there to start the inning, and it's 0-1.
And last time Sanchez was up, I believe the bases were loaded with nobody out.
No, they were first and second. So he was hit by a pitch.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and that loaded the bases.
That loaded them up for the 9th.
And then
8th and 9th. There you go.
Yep, and then Stevens got the next 3. There's a curveball that backs up on him, stays up and in, and it's a ball and a strike.
Little chin music there is what it looked like. That was chin high inside.
1-1 on the way. Tapper back to the mound. Stevens fields it, goes halfway to first, and throws to Dillard for the out, and there's 1 away.
Yeah, and that was an outside pitch. It wasn't even a strike, and he swung at it. Just threw the bat out there and ended up grounded it right back to the pitcher. Stevens, no problem getting that ball over to first base for the first out.
That'll bring up Gabriel Benavides. He popped out to third his first time up. It was a great play by Ramirez at third base to make that. It was in foul territory, but he stretched out and made an excellent play to get the first out of that inning with the bases loaded. There's a swing and a shot past a diving Ramirez and down the left field line, and it's going to get past the left fielder and go into the corner. It's going to be a stand-up double for Benavides, and he'll be standing at second with 1 away. That's probably the best hit ball they've had all evening. He just kept it fair.
The 9th hole, number 3, Trey Gonzalez.
That was Gavin Kanak out in left field who made a sliding attempt to stop that ball because it was right up against the fence, but it got by him, allowing him to get to second base.
I think that if he makes the play, he still gets to second. So then they're going to give him a double, not a single and an error.
No, it wasn't an error.
So now a runner at second with one away for Trey Gonzalez. He struck out looking his only time in, 0 for 1. Squares to bunt. Pitch was low, and Joyce smothers it. It's 1-0.
He thought about throwing that down to second. He had a huge secondary lead on him.
One ball, no strikes. Gonzalez batting. Eddie Viazana on deck, top of the order, waiting over in the batter's box. Stevens waits, squares to bunt, pulls back, and bounces it to first. Second baseman Garst will play it. Slip, fell down, dropped the ball, and everybody's safe. So that's going to go as an E4. That should have been the second out of the inning. Instead, there's runners at first and third now with one away.
Either way, that runner would have moved over to third, Jared, because it was hit to the right side with the runner on second. It was move him over. Garst thought he fielded it, but he fell, I believe.
He did fell. So he played the ball in his stomach, and he had it, and then he slipped with his right foot and fell down, and when he did, he dropped the ball. It is an error because it allows the runner to reach first base. The runner would have went to third anyway, but now there's still only one out instead of two, and Stevens throws over to first. And he pushes Gonzalez back as Viazana stands in.
Yep.
He's 0 for 1. He's walked and grounded out to the pitcher. You'd like to see him bounce out back to the pitcher now and get a double play.
Yeah, absolutely. Stevens smartly throwing over to first, try to keep him tight there so he keep from getting the double steal here.
Squares to bunt, pulls back on an outside pitch, and it's 1-0.
Nobody running there. Joyce thought about throwing down to third again. A big lead over at third base.
Well, they're getting that big secondary lead because they want to score on anything that gets away from
and it's still a
Joyce.
close game. It's only 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah. Even if they just work one run here, one run there, they'll tie the ball up.
The tying runs aboard, so left-hand batter waits, ready for the 1-0. Kicks and brings it. Runner goes at second. They throw down to third. Pushes him back. Good job by Joyce not to throw down to second and allow the double steal. So they do swipe second base, and now there's runners at second and third with one away, and a base hit can tie the ball game. And now you're 2-0 to their number one hitter.
Yeah, and with a left-handed batter, you got to think about the safety squeeze again here.
Waiting on the 2-0. Pitch on the way. He does square to bunt, and he does bunt it. It's going to go foul up the third base line. It's 2-1. I'm telling you that if that was a fair ball, Ramirez does not have a play anywhere.
No, didn't have a chance.
Nowhere.
Panthers were saved by the foul ball there. They did have the safety squeeze on.
And it'll be 2 balls and a strike. Waiting on the 2-1. Stevens comes set, checks the runners. Pitch on the way, squares to bunt, bunts it. Back to the pitcher. He's going to go to first for the out. That was the smart play that time. He might have had a play at the plate, but he got the out because now you got 2 outs and you still have a lead. It's 2-1. So the sacrifice is good.
There's a little knee-jerk reaction there because you want him to throw home because you think he has a chance there, but you're right. They did a smart play to get the easy out over at first base.
It goes 1-3 for the put out.
So the safety squeeze does work for the Cardinals.
He does get an RBI. It's 2-1 now. And it brings up Montoya, who takes a ball 1-0. And now if you're Stevens, you just work on getting out of this with the lead. There's a swing and a foul at the feet of Joyce, and it's 1-1 because the tying run is at third with 2 away.
Yes. Now your third baseman, first baseman can play back.
And now how big's the error? We talked about that before the game, and the one error that Medina Valley's committed has come back to haunt them. That misses high, 2-1. And the bad thing is Garst fielded it cleanly. He just lost his footing. That's nothing he could really help. Unfortunately, it goes as an error. And there's a strike on the inside corner with a curveball, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good pitch.
So Stevens ready with the 2-2. Stares into Joyce. Wind still blowing right to left here. Pitch on the way. Thought about it, laid off the curve outside, and it's 3-2.
That thing would have been a little bit tighter inside. I think he would have gone for it.
Yep. So a payoff pitch upcoming. Runner at third with 2 away. Ready for the 3-2 to Montoya. Here it comes. Down low, and he walked him. It's only the second walk issued by Stevens in the ball game.
Didn't give him a chance on that one. That was just way low.
That'll bring up Jacob Garcia, their pitcher, and Coach Herb's coming out to talk.
He's going to get his infield in here. Now, it's not going to be about talking about the pitcher. They're going to talk about a defensive strategy here.
Well, there shouldn't be any strategy. There's 2 outs. You get the out at first. There should be no defensive strategy with 2 away. They might try to swipe second base. That might be the only thing they're talking about here.
Well, he did call the whole infield to the mound, and he's talking to the infield, not directly at the pitcher. So they're going to try to just in case kind of conversation here for defense. In the meantime, the Southside coach has got his base runners and his batter over in the third base coaching box, and he's going to talk about their offensive scheme right here.
Yeah, in the powwow's over. Coach Herb headed back to the dugout. It'll be Jacob Garcia. He's popped out to short and lined out to second. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. He's got a chance here to get himself off the hook in this ball game at the moment. And he's got runners on the corners with 2 away and a 2-1 ball game. Stevens trying to get himself through 4 innings. He's thrown 76 pitches up to this point, and he comes set at the letters. Here's the pitch. And they throw behind the runner at first, swiped the tag, and he didn't get him.
That was close.
Just got back in there. Man, it was close.
Dillard dropped the ball. He had to go pick it up behind first base. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but either way,
I don't think it did.
Safe.
I think it came out after he swiped the tag down, but I think he was safe, Dwayne. But it was close.
No, I believe you're right. I believe he was safe. That shortened that lead by at least a step.
That was a strike to Garcia. And there's a line drive into center field for a base hit. RBI single. Stopping at second is Gonzalez.
A huge base hit by the pitcher there to help himself out.
And here comes Herb, and that's going to do it for Stevens because this is his second mound visit.
That was a huge base hit by the pitcher to help himself out there.
And he got himself off the hook for now.
And you could tell that was going to be a serious at-bat from Jared because he didn't take his ponytail. He left it in the helmet. So
did he really?
He didn't have the flowing locks on that at-bat. So very serious at-bat for the
Changed
pitcher.
him up a little bit. Had to change his moxie.
Yep. I think we got him figured out now.
And Stevens is going to leave the ball game. We'll see who they bring in. We're going to take a break for pitching change, and we'll be back in a little bit. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
Save thousands at the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet in Castroville. Get a new Silverado posted at $37,999 or lease a Texas edition for $450 a month with 0 down. All new Equinoxes are $4,000 off, and new Malibus are $5,000 off. Plus, get 4.99% financing for 72 months. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
There's power in the simplest of actions. Like one neighbor helping another. Where everybody looks out for everybody else. Community is everything to your electric cooperative. And we're grateful for your trust to provide the energy you need, giving you the power to power on.
Medina Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone energy cooperative, your source for power and information.
We're back here at Gerald Kemp Field. It's a straight pitching change as Stevens head to the bench. Dalton Gutierrez comes in to pitch off the bench. He threw last Tuesday, and he threw 3 or 4 good innings for the Panthers. We'll see if he can bridge the gap here now in a tie ball game. He will inherit runners at first and second with 2 down here in the 4th inning, and he'll be facing Aiden Garcia, their cleanup hitter, who's 0 for 2. He's grounded out and struck out, and the first pitch is a breaking ball high, ball 1. Gutierrez, he's got a good breaking ball, and he throws with velocity a lot more than what Stevens threw with.
So and he's got more movement on his fastball, too.
Waiting on the 1-0. Gutierrez brings it. Curveball again, 2-0. Aiden Garcia looking to give his team the lead for the first time in the ball game. There's a strike called outside corner with a fastball, 2-1. Ready for the 2-1. Pitch on the way. Swings and pops it foul, back out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Update over in the softball field at Southside. Southside Bobcats up 3-0 over Medina Valley in the top of the 5th right now.
Waiting on the 2-2. Here it comes. Swings and hits one high in the air, left center. Left fielder over. Kanak makes the catch in left, and the side is retired. So Gutierrez comes in and gets the out, but they do get 2 runs on 2 hits. A walk mixed in there and an error, and they leave 2 on base. And so we will go to the bottom of the 4th. Now 2-2 in this ball game. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
Look at the reflection.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Welcome back here to Gerald Kemp Field as we go to the bottom of the 4th. It's now a 2-2 ball game.
You know, Jared, they're going to have to scratch for runs now. I mean, 2-2 going into the bottom of the 4th. The runs are hard to come by for both teams. Both teams are going to have to claw and scratch and try to manufacture something.
Yeah, I mean, you're halfway through this ball game. So you're going to have Gavin Rips. So you're 9-1-2 hitters. So you got the part of the order you want up here. Garcia only thrown 52 pitches into this ball game. Didn't start so well, but he settled into the ball game.
He definitely has.
Rips walked his only time in. No official at bat. He's been on base his only time. First pitch is swung on and hit in the air to left center. Left fielder moves over to his left, makes the catch out there in left center, and there's 1 pitch, 1 out. Ball was hit well, but not far enough away from the left fielder. 1 away.
And I think the softball game is 3-2 now. Panthers just hit a 2 RBI double to get within 1 now of the Bobcats.
So here you've got Whit Joyce, who's 0 for 1. Walked and popped out. He takes a ball, 1-0. Garcia set. Here's the pitch. Down low. 2 balls and no strikes.
Got a good hitter's count here for Joyce.
2-0 on the way, and he takes a breaking ball that dropped in over the inside corner, 2-1.
Yeah, he wants nothing to do with that. He wants a fastball down the middle here with a 2-0 count, now 2-1.
2-1 on the way. Outside corner, called strike with the fastball, and now it's 2-2.
Not happy with that call. That may have been on the corner or just outside. 2 pitches he didn't like.
2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, 1 out. Pitch on the way is a curveball that stays high, and now the count's run full, 3-2. Close pitch there, but a good eye by Joyce not to offer it that. Waiting on the 3-2. Here it comes. Down low, and he walked him.
Good at bat by Joyce. Saw nothing that he liked there. Able to find a way to get on base.
So Witt's walked twice in the ball game. That's 5 walks issued by Garcia. And now he's aboard with 1 away, and I think Lowell's going to come pinch run, or courtesy run, rather.
Yep.
And it'll bring up J.J. Gonzalez, who's been hit by a pitch and had an RBI single. He's 1 for 1. He'll bat here with a runner at first and 1 away. Tie ball game, bottom of the 4th.
He's DHing for Kanak.
Throw over to first, and Lowell just got back in safely.
Just got underneath the tag there. Again, Gonzalez a DH for Gavin Kanak out in left field.
Ready for the pitch. Runner goes. Pulls back the bunt, and the pitch is low. And a stolen base for Lowell.
Good job by Gonzalez to lay off that low pitch, even if I'm assuming it was a bunt.
Yeah, he squared. Yeah, I think it was, but it's 1 ball, no strikes. And a runner at second now with 1 out, and that pitch comes upstairs, 2-0. So Garcia just got himself off the hook. Now he's trying to keep the lead, and he hit Gonzalez. That's the second time he's been hit in the ball game.
Yeah, he's going to be hurting in the morning.
And so now there's runners at first and second with 1 away. And it'll bring up Aaron Tondry, who's walked and singled. He's 1 for 1 in the ball game. Been on board both times tonight. His last base hit was a line drive single to left. Like to see him get a hold of one in the air to left here and get one out of here.
Absolutely. Hit one to left center and have it carried over the fence in left field.
He's due for one. Pitch on the way is down and out, ball 1.
Do you know Garcia's not given anything in the meat of the plate? Not much at all. It's been all around the plate.
No, he's worked the corners well. He's actually done a very good job of moving the ball back and forth.
Just like that pitch right there was a breaking ball that catches the outside corner.
1-1, and the couple of mistakes he has made, they didn't offer at because I think they surprised them a little bit. 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball. He got that one by him, and it's 1-2 now. Now, if you're Tondry, you just need to shorten up here, put one in play, and try to get yourself on base. Keep this inning going. 1-2. Called strike 3 as he dropped in a curve on him. Third strikeout of the ball game for Garcia. The first one looking, and now there's 2 away. It'll bring up Manny Ramirez. Ramirez has popped out and struck out. He's 0 for 2. Runners at first and second, and they go. No throw issued anywhere, so it's going to be a double steal. Really, it's a fielder's indifference. It shouldn't go as stolen bases, but they'll give them to him.
Big base hit right here. Scored 2 runs.
So second and third, 2 outs. 1-0, pitch on the way. Takes a strike over the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. That was a nice curveball by Garcia to level up the count. Waiting on the 1-1. Here it comes. Swings and lines one into right field, and that's going to be caught on the dive by the right fielder for Southside, as that was Leo Sanchez, who laid out and saved his team a couple of runs.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That was 2 runs right there. Excellent play by the right fielder.
And the Panthers get no runs on no hits, a walk and a hit batsman, and they leave 2 on base again. 5 left in scoring position in the ball game. And so we will go to the 5th inning, still 2-2. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we will continue in a moment.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Okay, welcome back here to Panther Stadium as we go to the 5th, still 2-2, and Gutierrez warming it up, and Dwayne's got another sponsor to tell you about.
We have Sophia's Pizzeria, our 5th inning sponsor. Pizza, calzones, subs, wings, and many pasta specialties. Come by and feed your family for a reasonable price. Order online. Call us at 210-354-7618 or visit us in person. Go like us on Facebook at Sophia's Pizzeria TX and be entered to win a chance at a $25 gift certificate located on Potranka Road and 211. And that's Sophia's Pizzeria. Glad to have a new sponsor in Sophia's Pizzeria. Southside will come to the plate here in the top of the 5th inning, and they'll lead off with the first baseman, number 18, A.J. Abrego. Abrego stepping into the plate. He was hit by a pitch and fielder's choice by the second baseman got on base. So he'll step to the plate. Gutierrez at the mound for the Panthers. And the first pitch from Gutierrez is going to be a breaking pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Good way to start out the inning for Gutierrez. So the 0-1 pitch to Abrego. It's going to be another breaking pitch. Ooh, just falls off the outside corner for ball 1. That'll leave the count at 1-1. So we're squared up here at 2 apiece here at the top of the 5th inning. One pitch to Abrego on the way. And that's going to be taken low for ball 2. Gutierrez with a 2-1 pitch. That's going to be fouled straight back to even the count at 2-2. And over in the softball game, we're going to the bottom of the 5th. Panthers down 3-2. However, there are 2 outs. Abrego steps back in after the foul ball. And the 2-2 pitch by Gutierrez is on the way, and it's going to be a curveball that does not break and stays high, and it'll bring the count to full. So full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes on the first baseman, A.J. Abrego. The pitch by Gutierrez is on the way. Payoff pitch is going to be outside, taken for ball 4. So they get their leadoff batter, reaches the base on balls.
A.J. Abrego.
I'm sorry, that was Jaramillo that was up to bat. This is A.J. Abrego. That was the catcher, Paul Jaramillo, that was up to bat. That reached on the walk, and A.J. Abrego, the first baseman, will now come up to the plate. So the Cardinals have a runner on first. Nobody out. Abrego at the plate. Gutierrez on the mound still. Game still tied at 2 apiece. Gutierrez pitching from the stretch now. Throw over to first base, but not in time. Good move to try to keep the runner tight at first base after that walk. So the first pitch on the way to Abrego. That's going to be right back up the middle to Gutierrez. Throws to second and barely gets the runner. He one-hopped it from pitcher's mound to second base, but he did get the lead runner. So Abrego will get on a fielder's choice, and Jaramillo will be called out at second base on the ground ball back to the pitcher. So 1 out now.
You have 1-6 on the put out. And so Gutierrez now with 1 away. And he will face Sanchez. Sanchez has been hit by a pitch and grounded out to the pitcher. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game.
I think we're going to have a pitch. Oh, we're going to have a pinch runner. That's who it is. And that is number 13, the pinch runner. And that's going to be Jaden Beltran on the base for the Cardinals.
So he comes in to run, and we'll see if Borrego's done for the evening, because sometimes you can bring players back in. It's so weird the way that this works in high school and college now. There's a pitch high, a ball, 1-0. So Gutierrez issued a leadoff walk, then a fielder's choice. There's 1 away and a runner at first. We're in the top of the 5th here. In a 2-2 ball game as he pushes the runner back to first.
Again, Gutierrez trying to keep him tight to the base to keep a stolen base. You don't want to get a runner in scoring position here with only 1 out.
Waiting on the 1-0. First pitch to Sanchez is in there for a strike, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. And Gutierrez ready. There's the pitch, and that's swung on and fouled back to the screen. 1-2. That wind is kind of starting to shift, Dwayne. It's blowing more in at our face now.
I noticed that a little while ago. It's coming in from center field a little bit now.
Yeah, it's still helping out to left field, but not as much as it was. There's a swing and a tapper. Back to the mound. They'll go to second for 1. Over to first. Dug out by Dillard. A double play. 1-6-3 to end the inning.
Great play by Gutierrez that time. Fielded it cleanly, and this time a nice hard throw over to second base to start the double play, and then Dillard picked it out of the ground there at first base to finish it off. So big defensive inning there by the Panthers to keep this game tied at 2 apiece.
Yeah, he works around the leadoff walk. They get no runs on no hits, and they leave nobody on base. And so we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we will continue in just a moment.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation.
You didn't get your
Tanya
jacket?
is a certified expert
No, because I didn't want to miss so much of the game. I went to
California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and
Go.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball. We are going to the bottom of the 5th inning. Scored away at 2 apiece. The Panthers will come up to bat.
For the Panthers, number 14, Tanner Garst.
So Tanner Garst will lead off for the Panthers. Here at the bottom of the 5th, Garst has struck out and has singled. So Panthers, be nice to scratch a run out here. Garst steps in. First pitch on the way to Garst is going to be swung on. It's going to be lifted out to right field. Right fielder's moving towards the line. He's not going to get there. Garst is going to round first and come back. And it's going to start out with a base hit. So a fly ball out to right field. It just gets inside the line. Right fielder unable to get to it. So the Panthers with 1 pitch have a runner on first base, and that'll bring to the plate number 15, the right fielder Jaden Krieger. Krieger with a base hit and is lined out to first base so far tonight. Krieger scores around a bunt, but it's taken for a strike. He pulls back. Krieger gets his signal from coach third base, steps it back in. Throw over to first base. It's not in time. Just slid underneath him. Krieger steps back in. Garcia checks his runner at first base. Garce with a 3-step lead off first. Pitch on the well is thrown back over to first base again. It slides underneath him. Safe at first. So Krieger sitting with an 0-1 count with nobody out. Garcia from the stretch. Next pitch of Krieger's be lined towards first. Oh, and it's foul. Just outside the third base. I mean, it had to have been by inches. And that ball rolled all the way into the corner. There was no way that they were going to stop at least a double there. Unfortunately, it's going to be strike 2. It was just outside third base. Foul. So Jaden Krieger steps back in with an 0-2 count. Garce with the lead. Pitch by Garcia. And that's going to be fouled to the right side the next pitch. So Krieger's still going to hold with an 0-2 count. Still nobody out. Garst is at first base. Garcia gets another ball. He's going to pitch for the stretch. 0-2 pitch on the way and swung on a miss by Krieger for strike 3 and out number 1. So 1 out, and that'll bring to the plate the pitcher, Dalton Gutierrez. First time up to bat. Gutierrez gets his signs from Coach Herb. Still have Garst over at first base. Gutierrez scores around a bunt, pulls it back. The runner's going to try to steal third base, throw down, and he's calling him safe, slid underneath it.
He slid around him, so he went to the outfield side of the bag and it caused the shortstop to miss the tag.
I'm glad you saw that because the catcher stood up. I lost all view of that.
Yeah, no, and you're right because the catcher's just to the left of me, so I was able to see that. But he dove to the outfield side, and he kind of picked up his arm and made like a swimming motion, and it caused him to miss the tag.
Well, the Southside coach is going to walk out there to the field umpire, and he's going to kind of get a clarification on the call there.
Well,
he's going to walk back to the dugout.
Why do they do that? Like, you know that's a judgment call. They're not going to change it. Why? What's the point of that? Waste time?
So Gutierrez steps back in with a 1-0 count. Still 1 out. Garst is not second base. Next pitch is going to foul straight back for strike 1. So 1-1 count.
Next pitch will be number 75 of the ball game for Garcia. He's ready. Whoa, and he almost got him in the coconut. He just got out of the way. He didn't even try to move much. He just kind of ducked down about
just a little bit. It may have skimmed the top of that helmet.
Ready for the 2-1. Here it comes from Garcia. Down low, and it's 3 balls and a strike to Gutierrez.
Jared, that temperature, the wind chill just dropped.
Oh, yeah.
10 degrees.
So the cold front's here. So that's what that is we've been waiting for a front all day, and there it is. And there's a swinging a high drive deep to left fielder coming over on the run. He's going to circle under it to make the catch. And the runner's got to go back. And
Garst thought there was 2 outs.
Yeah. Well, and so did Coach Herb. He was waving him home. But he made the catch, and the inning was over. Herb was waving him home.
I think he was trying to tell him to go back.
Yeah, maybe so.
Wow.
I just saw him waving his arm like you would, to say, like, go home. But he might have been telling him, like, go back. But nonetheless, it's a fly out to left, and then it goes 7-4 for the double play. 7-4 double play, and the Panthers get no runs on a hit, and they leave nobody on base. And so now we'll go to the Sixth inning, still 2-2. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in just a moment.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
There's power in the simplest of actions. Like one neighbor helping another. Where everybody looks out for everybody else. Community is everything to your electric cooperative. And we're grateful for your trust to provide the energy you need, giving you the power to power on.
Medina Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Welcome back here to Gerald Kemp Field as it's cooled off a lot here in this ballpark as we go to the top of the sixth inning. Still 2-2 ball game. And Gutierrez still out there to work. He's pitched well up to this point, and the first pitch comes inside to Gabriel Benavides for a ball. It's 1-0. Benavides has popped out and doubled. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. He also scored their first run. 1-0. Strike through there with a fastball, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. Softball game's going to the top of the seventh right now. Medina Valley down 3-2. They need to get a run or that ball game will be over. Hopefully the Panthers can get 1, maybe 2, and come back and win that game. Here it's 2-2, and the 1-1 from Gutierrez. Down and out. 2-1. Waiting on the 2-1. Kicks and brings it through there for a strike with a fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good pitch by Gutierrez. Oh, and that comes up and in. He bails out of there. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. There's a swing and a pop-up foul out of play. And we'll do it again at 3-2. Three-two on the way. Called strike 3 over the outside corner. He froze him. First strikeout by Gutierrez in the ball game. That's the third one by Southside. And it'll bring up Trey Gonzalez, who struck out and reached on an error. He's 0 for 2. Pitch on the way. Swings and pops one up on the infield. Garst under it, makes the catch. 2 down here in the top of the 6th. Gutierrez has pitched well in this ball game since coming in. And they'll turn it over to the top of the order here as it'll be Eddie Villazana. He's walked, grounded out, and had a sacrifice and RBI on a squeeze play. So he's 0 for 1 in the ball game. You know, bat here, this is the 4th time through the order for Southside, but it's the first time he's seen Gutierrez. Kicks and brings it. Swings and foul tips it in the catcher's mitt, and it's 0-1. Nobody on. 2 down here in the 6th. Waiting on the 0-1. Pitch on the way. Down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Waiting on the 1-1. Up and in. 2 balls and a strike. Two one on the way. Here it comes. Swing and a miss at a fastball high, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Waiting on the 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Nobody on. Here's the pitch. That comes inside. 3-2. Waiting on the 3-2 to Villazzana. Pitch on the way is swung on and fouled back to the screen, and we'll do it again at 3-2.
Big pitch right here.
If you hear that wind blowing, it's because it is blowing straight in our face.
Yep.
Ready for the 3-2. Kicks and brings it. Swings and fouls it back out of play again, and Villazzana staying alive. Waiting on another payoff as the left-hand batter waits. Gutierrez ready. Pitch on the way. Swings and fouls it back out of play again, and we'll do it again at 3-2. A good at bat here by Eddie Villazzana. Three balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Called. Oh, he walked him. Where was that?
That was a good pitch.
That was strike 3, buddy, and that is not going to get called, and that's a 2-out walk. That was a beautiful pitch on 3-2, and he did not get the call.
Did not get the benefit of the call, and it looked like he was on the inside corner there. It was a good-looking pitch. Spotted it perfectly on the inside corner. Didn't get the call.
The second walk issued by Gutierrez. That'll bring up Jake Montoya. Montoya's had a sacrifice, an infield single, and a walk. He's also stolen a base, and he's 1 for 1. So Gutierrez trying to get around a 2-out walk here. Called strike over the inside corner with a breaking ball, 0-1. And you know, it's always tough when the umpire makes you get 4 outs. He's been very consistent all night. I haven't had anything to complain about, but that he missed.
Yep.
That was strike 3. 0-1 on the way. Oh, that was a balk. Dwayne.
I couldn't see his feet. If he stepped off, maybe he got...
He did something awkward there. I couldn't tell what he did. Yeah.
It was a big hop there. Didn't get called, so either way, he got the runner back towards the first base. He's only got a 1-step lead now.
Pitch on the way is down low in the dirt. 1-1. That's 30 pitches now for Gutierrez in the ball game since he's come in.
Don't look good there.
Ready for the 1-1. That's swung on and fouled back out of play, and it's 1-2.
I think he was running on that play too, Jared, on that pitch.
Yes, he was. Runner was going with the 1-1 count. Now it's a ball and 2 strikes on Montoya. Gutierrez comes set. Pitch on the way is swung on and lined into left field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Stop sign for the runner at second base, and they move station to station, first and second now with 2 down. That's the first hit off of Gutierrez since he came into the ball game.
There wasn't much on that either. It was just over third base in the shallow left field.
And I think that girls' game just ended.
It just went final. Panthers go down 3-2 in a hard-fought game.
So now it'll bring up Jacob Garcia. And Garcia, he had an RBI single his last time up. He's 1 for 3, but he's the batter that tied up the ball game. Now he's got a chance to put himself ahead and put him in the win column.
He had a nice hit last time up to bat, definitely.
He bats here with runners at first and second, 2 away. He had a 2-out RBI his last time up. There's a swing and a shot on the ground. Ramirez knocks it down, squirts away. Not going to have a play anywhere. That's going to go as an E5. That's a play that's got to be made, Dwayne. That gets you out of the inning. And you can say tough hop. I know where you're going.
No.
I thought I was going to
try to throw the ball before it got to him. I mean, he was so in a hurry to get the ball at first base. He took his eye off the ball, and it scored him up in the chest where he had a good, easy play at it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it bounced funny when it came off it hit like right where the grass and the infield meet, but it bounced up and he's got it in his chest. You got to knock that ball down and be able to get a play.
Or at least keep it in front of him, and that's the thing it didn't do. It scored it off towards the shortstop.
The good thing is that nobody scored. The bases are loaded.
Yeah. You still got to force out.
Yes.
2 outs.
And this is Aiden Garcia, and Garcia's 0 for 3. Grounded out, struck out, and flown out. He's got an 0-1 count. Gutierrez with the 0-1. Swings and fouls it out of play. He swung at a pitch that was up in his eyes.
Yeah, it was. It was high and outside.
So now it's 0-2, and Gutierrez trying to bear down here and get this last out of the inning. Southside left the bases loaded back in the second inning. He'll try to see if he can do it again.
Strikeout would be huge here for Gutierrez.
The Cardinals have left 8 on base tonight.
Hopefully get 3 more here. Or leave 3 more on.
Witt wants it high. He wants to climb the ladder. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. He climbed the ladder with him, and he couldn't lay off the pitch in his eyes. Big strikeout there for Gutierrez. He got 2 in the inning.
He placed that ball right where Witt called it. Like you said, he asked to climb the ladder, and he sure did. Got him on the strikeout, and a huge inning right there.
And so we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. They get no runs on 1 hit. A walk and an error mix in, and they leave the bases loaded. So bottom of the 6th, still 2-2. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we will continue in just a moment.
Save thousands at the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet in Castroville. Get a new Silverado posted at $37,999 or lease a Texas edition for $450 a month with 0 down. All new Equinoxes are $4,000 off and new Malibus are $5,000 off. Plus, get 4.99% financing for 72 months. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
There's power in the simplest of actions. Like one neighbor helping another. Where everybody looks out for everybody else. Community is everything to your electric cooperative. And we're grateful for your trust to provide the energy you need, giving you the power to power on.
Medina Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone energy cooperative, your source for power and information.
Welcome back here to Gerald Kemp Field as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. We got a good one on our hands here, Dwayne, a 2-2 ball game, and Medina Valley coming up to bat here. And it's going to be the bottom of the order. It's going to be Connor Dillard, Gavin Rips, and then up top with Whit Joyce. So you feel like if Medina Valley's going to do something, now's a good time to do it. Get you a run, and then get you 3 outs and win this ball game.
Gutierrez finished that inning strong there with leaving 3 more runners on base, left them stranded. That was huge by Gutierrez right there, allowing them to have an opportunity to take the lead here with game being tied up at 2 apiece. So Prukop's going to pinch hit here, Jared.
Yep, Prukop will hit for Connor Dillard. Dillard was 0 for 2 in the ball game. He popped out twice. So now Prukop will bat. He's got a runner, nobody on, leading off the inning. And there's a pitch that's outside, and that's and Aiden Garcia's come in to
the other
pitch.
Garcia, that's the third baseman's going to come in. And it looks like they're just going to swap, Jared.
Yes. There's a swing and a high chopper in front of the plate. Jaramillo barehands it, throws to first for the out, and there's one away.
Now batting for the Panthers, number 2.
So Prukop grounds out to the catcher.
Yep. That'll bring up Gavin Rips.
Hit the plate, went straight up. Allowed the catcher to barehand that ball plenty of time and throw him out at first base.
Rips has walked and flown out to left. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Pitch he flew out on, he actually hit well. Just didn't get anything out of it, and there's a strike through there, 0-1. You'd like to get Rips on with his speed and see if he can get over.
You just try to find a way to get this guy on.
0-1 on the way. Swing and a miss at a fastball upstairs. And this Aiden Garcia throws with a lot more velocity than Jacob did.
Both Garcias.
The 0-2 on the way. There's a swing and a line drive into right field, base hit. He went upstairs to get it. He was late on the fastball, but he got the barrel to the ball, and he gets it into right for a base hit.
That's exactly what he did, Jared. He squared it up, got the barrel on the ball, pushed it out in right field for the base hit on the line drive.
And now you got speed aboard with one away, and it'll bring up Whit Joyce. Joyce has walked twice and popped out to first.
You've got to be running him here. You've got to get that runner in scoring position. You need this run. Got to be careful at first, though.
Garcia waits. Now he goes. Joyce squares to bunt. He takes it, and the ball gets away and rips over to second base. He was stealing all the way there.
He was running anyway. So it worked out. Joyce didn't have to sacrifice.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. Now Witt can swing away.
Yep.
A base hit can get you a run.
That's exactly what you need right here.
1-0. Kicks and brings it. Swings in a shot on the ground to short. Shortstop up with it. Throws to first for the out. Rips has to stay where he's at because the play was in front of him. And there's 2 away. That's not what they wanted.
No, it's not what they wanted. At the very least, you'd like to see the hit towards the right side and move him over to third base and hopefully score on a pass ball or something. But
no, and I mean, he hit it hard. He just hit it on the ground right at him.
Right at the shortstop.
This is Gonzalez. He's been hit by a pitch twice and had an RBI single. First pitch to him, in there for a strike, 0-1.
Gonzalez has got to come up big here.
Pitch on the way, swing and a miss, handcuffed him with a fastball, and it's 0-2. Ooh.
Yeah, 0-2, you can get anything here.
And he's throwing hard.
He can come back with a high heater. We haven't seen a breaking pitch yet, I don't think.
Garcia steps off. Well, and that's what they planned on. They brought in the velocity after they've seen the slower pitches all night. 0-2 on the way. Upstairs, laid off, 1-2. Ready for the 1-2. Kicks and brings it. Just missed off the outside corner. 2-2.
It's a tough pitch to let go.
Yeah. Gonzalez fortunate he didn't get rung up.
It worked in his favor, though.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second and 2 down in a 2-2 ball game. Garcia ready, kicks and brings it. Called strike 3. Dropped it over the inside corner, and Gonzalez knew it. Punched him out. That's the first strikeout for Garcia in the ball game, and they get a runner aboard. With a single, but they leave him at second. No runs, no hits. One man left on, and so we'll go to the to the top of the 7th. Still a 2-2 ball game. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
There's power in the simplest of actions. Like one neighbor helping another. Where everybody looks out for everybody else. Community is everything to your electric cooperative. And we're grateful for your trust to provide the energy you need, giving you the power to power on.
Medina Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
We're back here at Gerald Kemp Field as we go to the 7th inning, a 2-2 ball game. As we go to the final inning. Final inning of normal regulation, 7 innings, but hopefully the Panthers can keep it 2-2 and give themselves a chance to get a run in the 7th inning, the bottom half, and win it.
It's going to be another big inning for Gutierrez here on the mound. Facing, 5th, 6th, and 7th?
Yep, 5, 6, 7 hitters. Jaramillo, Abrego, and Sanchez. Jaramillo has singled twice and walked. He's 2 for 2 with a stolen base. Leading off here in the 7th. First pitch, just missed. A ball, 1-0.
Wow. Joyce not happy with that. Held on to the ball for at least 15 seconds there. We're close to it anyway.
Waiting on the 1-0. Gutierrez ready. Here's the pitch. Curveball in there, 1-1.
Good pitch.
Yeah, dropped it back over the inside corner. Panthers got a run in the first and a run in the second. Since then, they've been silent. There's a swing and a high pop-up in foul territory. Prukop giving chase. He's over there, makes the catch for the out, and there's one away.
That's actually a good play by Prukop there because of the wind pushing that ball.
Yeah, it's a tough play. Anything in the air tonight's a tough play.
Yep, backpedaling backwards towards the corner there.
And he makes the play. One away now, and it'll bring up A.J. Abrego.
That's a huge out on to get an out on a foul ball.
Abrego's hit into a fielder's choice twice and been hit by a pitch. Then he takes a ball, 1-0. On the way. Outside corner called strike. Now,
another good pitch by Gutierrez.
Here's the thing, Dwayne, is that pitch was called a ball a while ago.
Yes, it was.
Now
same
it was
pitch.
called a strike.
That was the same pitch.
Ready for the 1-1. Here it comes. Oh, and he hit him. That's the second time he's been hit.
Wow.
So they got a base runner. That one got him in the shoulder instead of the elbow, but that's the second time he's been had.
Let's see if they do a pinch runner for him here, because I'll be honest, he doesn't look real fast, and they need a run.
Not speed. Hey, he has a stolen base in this game, though, because there was a runner at third and they didn't throw down.
And they don't do that. So
no, they're going to keep him in. They probably want his bat in the later innings or his glove at first.
Could be a missed opportunity.
Pitch on the way. Outside a ball, 1-0. No, I agree, Dwayne. You're in the last inning. You play for a run to win the ball game.
Yeah.
I know you've got right now. You got your 7-hitter up, and he takes a strike, 1-0.
Abrego is only a 2-step lead over at third base.
And Sanchez has been hit by a pitch. He's grounded out, and he's bounced into a double play his last time up. I'd like to see him do that again. That was the 1-6-3 variety, and there's a curveball high, 2 balls and a strike. 2-1. Pitch on the way is up and out of there. 3-1.
Gutierrez has got to come strong here. Just throw it past him. Even if it is right down the middle, try to throw it past him.
3-1. Set, kicks, brings it. Strike right through there. 3-2. Big pitch. So a payoff upcoming to Sanchez. Runner at first with one away. We're in the top of the 7th in a 2-2 ball game.
And if you feel confident with a curveball, I'd throw one here.
Payoff on the way. Swings and lines one into center. Rips comes in, makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Good play by Rips. That's the hardest ball to judge, is the one hit right at you, and with the wind blowing.
Right. A line drive right at you is the hardest one to judge. Played it like a pro there.
2 down.
It's a big out right here.
It'll bring up Gabriel Benavides. Popped out, doubled, and struck out. He's 1 for 3. Runner at first with 2 away. Gutierrez ready. Kicks and brings it. Outside a ball, 1-0.
Panther Nation not happy about that pitch, but that one was just outside.
It's 50 pitches by Gutierrez now in the ball game. And the pitch on the way is a strike over the inside corner. One ball, 1 strike on Benavides. I'm baffled that they did not pinch run and try to get him over. Started after it, called strike.
On the inside corner.
1 and 2, and the Southside crowd is all over
it's
the
going
umpire.
back and forth on the pitches now.
Yep. When everything's getting testy here at the end of the ball game, people are cold.
Yep.
1-2 on the way. Here it comes. Swinging a shot on the ground, foul up the third base line, and we'll do it again at 1-2.
That was just foul, too.
One ball, 2 strikes. Benavides climbs back in. Looking ahead to the Panther 9th, it's going to be Tondre, Ramirez, and Garth due up. As Gutierrez tries to get it to that inning, still tied. Here's the 1-2. In the dirt, smothered by Joyce, and it's 2-2.
A good job by Whit Joyce to smother that ball and not let it get past him, keep the runner from getting into scoring position.
And that's one of the most biggest overlooked things in baseball, is the job the catcher's got to do with runners on base. And for Gutierrez to be able to throw that pitch and have the confidence that his catcher's going to stop it. Started after it, laid off, 3-2, and now the runner can get a head start at first with a payoff and 2 outs. Benavides will dig in. Right-hand batter against Gutierrez. Right-hander stands straight away. Gutierrez ready. Runner will go. Here's the 3-2. Outside, and he walked him.
That one got away from him just a little bit, left it just a little bit too far outside.
That's 3 walks for Gutierrez since he's come into the ball game, and it'll bring up Trey Gonzalez.
You have the number 9
this
batter.
is going to be a pinch hitter.
Gonzalez, number 19, Jeremy Lippert.
Jeremy Lippert. So Lippert will bat. They lift Gonzalez, who was 0 for 4 or 0 for 3.
Still leave Abrego.
But that's what I don't get now. So you need to run for him because a base hit can score you a run. And it might not now. Ready for the first pitch. The left-hand batter. And there's a swing and a line drive into left center.
It's going to come
Garth's
back to
going over. Oh, and he dropped it. And that's going to score 1 run. It's going to score 2 as it went all the way to the wall. And that was not Garth. I'm sorry. That's Kanak out there in left field. And Kanak, he had to have that, Dwayne. I think it went off the side of his glove. That's an error. That's going to be an error. That goes as an E7. It scores 2 runs, and it's 4-2.
And you're at the top of the order.
And we're starting to get a little drizzle.
Yeah, that was a tough one there to take.
It's been the defense that's the Achilles heel for Medina Valley. That's their third error tonight. There's a strike through there. 0-1. This is Viazana. He's walked twice, had a sacrifice, and grounded out. He's 0 for 1 officially. There's a ball. 1-1. It's just a light drizzle right now, but if it gets any heavier, we're going to have to pack up because we can't get this equipment wet. That pitch comes inside, and it's 2-1. My goodness, Dwayne. And the air just went out of this place there.
It did.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Foul territory. Third baseman Ramirez with room makes the catch, and the side has been retired, but the damage was done. They get 2 runs on no hits, a hit by pitch, a walk, and an error, and they leave 1 on base. And we will go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 4-2 Southside. Panthers need a pair to keep this game going. 3 to win it. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
Save thousands at the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet in Castroville. Get a new Silverado posted at $37,999 or lease a Texas edition for $450 a month with 0 down. All new Equinoxes are $4,000 off and new Malibus are $5,000 off. Plus, get 4.99% financing for 72 months. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back here to Gerald Kemp Field. So we go to the bottom of the 7th, a 4-2 lead for Southside.
Panthers have got some work to do here.
Yes, they do.
Number 4, Aaron Condry.
We're going to stay on here as I'm going to actually take my coat off and put it over the computer.
I'm not taking mine off.
I'm sacrificing myself to get through the last inning.
I'll put my notebook over the mixing board here, but I'm not taking my coat off.
It's going to be Tondry, Ramirez, and then Garce, but you're going to have to get more than that up here, and Tondry swings at the first pitch and misses 0-1. Aiden Garcia stays on to work here, pitched a very good 6th inning. And that's outside a ball, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ready for the 1-1. Pitch on the way. Outside. And it's 2-1.
Good opportunity of him to take a hack here with a 2-1 count.
Ready for the 2-1. Here it comes. Swings and bounces one fair down the left field line, and that's going to be a single for Tondry, and he's going to try to stretch it for 2. If it gets away from the left fielder to the wall, Tondry's going to cruise into 3rd. It's going to go as a single and an error on the left fielder, and the Panthers will get the tying run to the plate here.
Well, we get a little bit more wind back in the sail here with that hit by Tondry that gets him all the way to 3rd base.
It's their first error of the ball game. And it'll bring up Manny Ramirez, who's 0 for 3. Popped out, struck out, and flown out. Pitch on the way. Swings and pops it up. Foul territory.
Get out of play.
It's going to get out of play. As it's starting to come down a little harder here,
sure
Dwayne.
is.
If it gets any harder, we're going to have to pack up because much as I want to get the last inning, I'm not willing to get soaking wet and get sick without my coat on. Ready for the 0-1. Pitch on the way. Strike 2. Waiting on the 0-2.
Got to protect here.
Pitch on the way. Down low, it gets away from the catcher. Tondre coming home. He is going to score to make it 4-3. And now nobody on in a 2-2 count, or a 1-2 count rather, on Ramirez. So the tying run's still at the plate. You did get 1 run, but that doesn't really matter because the one that matters is at home plate now.
Exactly right. He's down in the count. He's still got to protect at the plate. Just put it in play. Make them earn the out.
Ready for the 1-2. Pitch on the way. Laid off, 2-2.
Good take. Just high and outside. It wasn't borderline enough for him to be swinging.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Down low, and he's filled the count. He had him in a hole 0-2, and he's worked the count full.
Now he's got to come with the fastball. Ramirez can sit back. If it's right down the middle, he needs to unleash on it. He knows he probably won't get a breaking ball here.
Want
he
to
can try
remind
to throw it past him, though.
Everyone at the end of this ball game, we are not sticking around for post game. Just so you all know. Oh, he swings, and that's got to be a foul ball. So he swung at one inside, and it hit him.
It hit him in the helmet.
Yeah. That's going to be a foul, and so he'll stay alive and get to do it again at 3-2.
He fouled it off. Just got enough of it, but it did hit him in the helmet.
Catcher goes out to talk. That's the other thing you got to think about, is the ball going to get slick. Bat grips are going to get slick.
The grass is going to be wet, too.
Panthers need 1 run to force extras. They need 2 to win. And a swing and a miss. Ball, and he tags him out, so there's 1 away as he strikes out swinging. And that'll bring up Tanner Garst. Garst just singled twice in the ball game. He's 2 for 3. Struck out in the first inning, but he singled both times since. Nobody on, 1 out.
Need a base runner.
Yes. Garcia's pitch. Strike called outside corner. It's starting to come down pretty good.
Hopefully it won't get any harder.
No. There's a strike through there, and it's 0-2.
That was almost a change up there.
Yeah. Waiting on the 0-2. Down low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ramir Garst batting, Krieger on deck for the Panthers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Garcia.
Next up for the Panthers, number 15.
And that'll bring up Jaden Krieger. He's their last hope.
Down to our last out here.
He singled, popped out, and struck out. He's also driven in a run. He's 1 for 3. Down to their last hope. Krieger trying to keep this ball game alive. Garcia into the windup. Here's the pitch. Called strike with a curveball.
And a
good one.
Those, yeah.
It was a good one.
It had him bailing out a little bit.
Started at him, and it broke back over the inside corner. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss at a slider high. And it's 0-2. Krieger trying to dig in and keep this game alive. He's down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Garcia's pitch on the way. Just missed. 1-2. Oh, the Southside wanted that call.
Half the infield was walking off the field on that pitch.
Garcia ready for the 1-2. Into the windup. Here it comes. Called strike 3. So Garcia strikes out the side after the single and the error in the pass ball get you a run. He strikes out the side, and the Panthers lose 4-2. Big error in that last inning, but the Panthers fall 4-3, and these 2 teams are tied for 3rd and 4th now in district play. As the Panthers drop this one, they will travel to Eagle Pass on Friday night. That game will not be broadcast I'm going to be out of town. Dwayne's not going to be able to make it down there. We're not going to be able to broadcast that one. And so the Panthers fall here. 4-3 is your final. Thank you to all the sponsors for making it possible to bring you these games. We're cutting it short because it's starting to rain. Final score 4-3. So for the Medina Valley Broadcast Network, for Dwayne Garza, I'm Jared Lucky saying good night. God bless, and we'll see you next time when Panther baseball continues.